Times for the day. It is 5 a.m. Eastern now, and let's get started off with the Euro USD, or let's get started off for a change with gold, because Euro is still on fire, and there are no signs of a retracement or a pullback. While on the other hand, the yellow metal has now begun its turn lower. Just a moment, bring up the 4-hour chart so that we can review. Yeah, so here it is. Primary, not primary, but minor wave 4. We've adjusted to be completed around the 2537 mark, and minor wave 5 is probably underway. Within the fifth wave, at minor degree, we've got minute wave 1, minute wave 2 and 3 also complete, and possibly we're unfolding, or gold is unfolding minute wave 4 as an ABC correction. To me, it looks like a 3-3-5. That's a flat. All right, so if we take the retracement of the wave A, the retracement of wave A was around the 78.8, 78.6% was tested yesterday, around just after the New York session. And now, with prices breaking below that 28.95, which we were discussing in the last session, London Tokyo overlap, Tokyo Sydney overlap, that a break below 28.95 would be good for bears to come back and control again. That is what exactly is happening. So it's quite possible that we've had wave A, wave B, and wave C could be now underway, and that should unfold into 5 waves as an impulse, or as a 5-wave diagonal structure. To me, it looks like does it look like a 3-3? No, sir, it looks like wave 1, wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3 is underway. That would be a neat little structure on the daily chart as well. It would be good to see on a candlestick chart. The prices have declined quite sharply, and there you go. I think, did we discuss a potential of an evening star? A potential of an evening star, I think, in the London Tokyo session itself. Yesterday was a doji, a neat little doji, and today it's a high probability for an evening star to unfold, and there you are. That's a perfect evening star. Of course, we still have the entire day to go, but tell you what, even if it closes around this price, we are good to have a perfect evening star with us. All right. Okay, so gold story remains unchanged on the south side, on the southern on the south side, with the stop loss around the 2960. And if you are joining right now, I mean, we have proposed shorts again around 2930 yesterday itself, with a test of around 2930 yesterday. But if you are still joining, and if you want to take positions on in gold, should be taken on the short side, again with the stop loss around 2960. well, there's no much point, or you can sell partial right now and remaining around the 29.30s with a stop around 29.60s and take profits around to the take profit would go around 2790. All right, 2790 and 276160. I think we are the metal is good to remain bearish at least until 2810. That is the 38.2% touch of the Fibonacci ratio of particular wave 3, minute wave 3 there. Alright, so 38.2% touch. Um, there is a good possible chance for a convergence as well with the channel support line passing around about 2700, 2800, sorry. So I think that would be a neat little place to turn around on the long side as well. Let's have a quick view on the other side. If it has turned lower from 60, I think yesterday around 64, from around the 64 mark, it has turned lower, and with the bearish divergence, when prices rallied all the way towards 29.30 overnight, we just had a bearish divergence in the RSI as well, so it counts a lot, and as bears are back in control. All right, so these are the stories as we move into the London Times for the yellow metal. I think bears are now firmly back in control. Okay, let's move ahead. The Euro USD. Tell you what, sir, this third wave extension is still in no mood to give up. It is okay. It can give up very strongly if it wants to, but right now it looks like we have got wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I think we still have another corrective wave and another rally to go before that entire extended wave 3, wave third of third actually. The structure goes like this. You've got wave 1 and then wave 2 and then wave 1 and 2 and then 1 and 2. So this is the third wave extension which is progressing higher, and there is much higher levels to go before much higher levels, in the sense that it is 1.11, the Fibonacci extension of the primary wave 1 here, before a meaningful corrective decline occurs. But you never know. Just keep an keep an eye on. Let's bring out that corrective wave. Even a 38.2% drop of the recent rally could bring prices back towards 650. That would be a good place to re-enter on the long side. So, all right. So if you're holding on the longs with in euro, please continue to do so. And the stop loss has been modified from 1.02 towards 1.0350, and for those who are wanting to enter fresh, um, unfortunately we'll have to wait for the corrective decline to drop at least towards the 650 mark before we can initiate or recommend a buy at this price with almost what it was 3rd of 13th of January, correct? So I think last time when we saw 1.08 handle, it was sometimes in November 2024. So almost in the past 4 months, prices have never revisited the handle about 1.08, right? So just wait for a while, at least push towards or drag lower towards 660 or 650. That would be the range where we can really try and buy on the long side again. But the upside is much intact with bulls firmly in control, not only in control, but they are looking absolutely poised for a rally or a push through 1.11. All right. All right, that's the story for Euro USD. Let's uh, let's get down to pound. Before that, I think okay, that's okay. We can go and revisit dollar index just in a moment. That doesn't really matter. Pound is also firmly in control of bulls. The only thing that we now need to wait for is a corrective decline. I don't know, but if the corrective decline could drop towards that trend line, which could be wave 1, wave 2, potential wave 3 and wave 4, or I think the first wave of wave 3 is complete with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if the retracement of that particular wave, if we try and do that, 38.2% is seen coming around 360 mark, 260 mark, sorry, 1.26. Even if it drops to 1.26, that would be the that would be a good entry level for for those who are still waiting on the sidelines to enter pound. I mean, we were always talking about pound having much underlying strength as compared to the euros and the dollar index, and this is what has happened. Pound has rallied, almost hit 2800, not only 2800, it has hit 29 almost. So it's pretty close, a couple of hundred points for the first target to hit, the second target to be hit, sorry, 1.27 and possibly 1.61 as well, around 3200 mark. All right, so pound is on fire. It continues to be on fire. Kindly hold on to your long positions with a stop revised to that particular low at 1.2350. All right. Okay, if we touch base with dollar index now, that this is a classic example of the third wave extension. I mean, of course, it's wave three extended, but within wave three, it's a classic example of what a third wave, or even one step higher, a third wave could look. All right. So this this there is no doubt here. The only thing is, for those who are still waiting on the sidelines to enter, they will have to wait I mean, unfortunately, we'll have to wait for a bit more longer as prices continue to decline lower with a rapid pace, at least around 105.30 mark, or even higher, actually, even 105.60. Because at this price, if we go and sell, the risk would be too high for us to handle. All right, so we'll have to be a bit more careful in selling around this price, and in fact, it's okay to wait on the sidelines. But if you have got more than two positions or two short positions on the or on the dollar into things and bringing some money home, that's point number one. Still leaving in the trade, still being in the trade, point number two. And point number three, giving ourselves a room or some room if prices retrace, pull back a bit, and then continue lower from there. Taken more than that and stick to uh, and hope that the bears continue pushing lower. But tell you what, we are firmly heading lower. All right, touch base in the Dow Jones right now. I think we have issued partial shorts in the Dow Jones and Nasdaq on the short side, and that has paid off because we entered again around the 43,000 mark. You never know if that is a lower degree wave 4 as well, and if it is a lower degree wave 4, then we are well poised to go and break below that 41,000 mark, possibly that particular support. But tell you what, this Dow Jones chart is indicating a potential bearish turn not only at 1 degree but at several degrees. Wave 5 has completed around the 45,000 mark at several degrees, and bears are not easily going to give up these drops, or they're not going to settle anywhere around 40,000 as well. In fact, the first target of the Dow Jones, which we are projecting with the minute wave 1, is showing 36,000 at least. 36,000 could be just the first wave, so we've got much more to come ahead of us. All right, on the SPX 500, we have got for the SPX 500, due to the instruments being added in our system still, but SPX 500 is also giving up, and possibly it looks like a wave 4 triangle. So, or a little corrective wave 2 actually. Whichever way, we are well poised to sell even higher around the 6,000 mark or through the 6,000 mark. And finally, and on the Nasdaq, that is almost the same. We have taken short position in Nasdaq already in the portal, and we will be more inclined to sell remaining Nasdaq around the 21,400 mark. So indices we are short again. We have entered partially on the short side again, and we'll be inclined to add further. Now finally, if we look at the Bitcoin chart, we would still want to wait because that's still not enough. 91,000 level. It's not exactly where we would like to go short, but aggressive traders, if you still want to go short with a 6,000 points of gap, then you can do so partially in 91,000 and remaining around the 98,000 with a stop loss around 110. All right. But tell you what, this rally, this rallies are difficult to come by. That's what I'm trying to say right now. All right. So let's bring the current session to a pause now, and we'll be back again after about 4 hours to continue from where we leave right now. And once again, thank you for tuning in. And until the next one, as always, take care and God bless, brothers. Goodbye.